people who control the numbers, and when you get those numbers, you're home and dry.
Interesting. Now, let me just quickly take this story. The Nigeria Police Force says it has made a significant breakthrough in its efforts to curb electoral violence in Edo State with the arrest of 2 political thugs, namely Edwin Obano, 43-year-old, and Audu Tajuddin, a 41-year-old. Now, acting on a tip-off that some individuals had been armed to cause mayhem and disability during the election, the police operatives swooped into action and apprehended Obano, a leader of an armed group at Oredo Ward 4 at about 9 p.m. and Audu Tajuddin at Igara Akoko Edo on the eve of the election. Upon searching the bags of their possession, 3 cut-to-size locally fabricated pistols were discovered on Obano, while 1 locally made gun was recovered from Tajuddin. The police and other supporting security agencies say they will not tolerate any form of violence or disorderliness during the election in Edo State. Now, the suspects are currently in custody and will face the full weight of the law. And these are the pictures on your screen showing you there. The police has walked its talk so far, making these kinds of arrests, and it says that it was based on intelligence, a report that they were able to, apprehend these persons. Now, talk to us from your perspective with regards to this matter, addressing where politicians are using political thugs to perhaps cause mayhem during elections. One would think that we would have weaned ourselves of all of these issues, but we're still seeing them very present with us. And how have we been able to manage them?
Unfortunately, our politicians will never learn. And sometimes, some of these thugs, interestingly enough, may not even have been hired by the politicians. I tell you how it works. I don't know about you, but leading up to some elections, I've had neighbors that we've lived very well together over the years. And suddenly, on account of people that we both may never meet in our lives, who don't even know who we are.
Right.
And then somebody just suddenly declares me an enemy. Right. Because we're on different sides. We have ideological differences. Right. You want to go this way, I want to go that way. And we suddenly stop talking to each other. It happens. And so you find situations where people take it upon themselves they just take the battle upon themselves, So that also happens. But politicians also do it. They sponsor, like the issue of, like I said, it's too early to say it's peaceful until the votes start coming in. When the votes start coming in and nothing happens, then we say yes. It was peaceful. What you have right now is a piece of a graveyard. It won't stop them from trying because they're desperate. They don't want to lose. There are 3 strong forces here, pulling, on all sides. No one wants to give in to the other, which was why I started hearing those threats, do or die, and all of that. I mean, I can call them Freudian slips, but they came out. Okay. So...
Now, looking at it, let's go back to what's leading up to today.
Yes.
The kind of messages flying here and there, the rhetorics from all of these politicians. And you wonder, are we getting better or is it getting worse? And also, who would hold those politicians to account based on the kind of things they say? Some might say INEC has a right to. But your thoughts? You're a former presidential candidate, but what are your thoughts on that?
Okay, so first of all, human beings will always be human beings. What creates some sort of sanity is that we have law right now. And when you have law enforcement and all that, that state of anomy is kept at abeyance. It's not like Americans are not prone to violence. We saw what happened during the last election in the U.S., where people got violent and got, So these things are there. If you think you can get away with it, the politicians, they'll do anything for power, okay? If they